Hey guys, how are you all doing? This is Jill&Cess and we're back with another hot topic, some information that I know you'll be interested in, especially if you have been thinking of becoming a US citizen. The green card lottery season is here and we're just going to give you some of the basics about it. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do so because we post one video every single week. So yes, just as the topic suggests, we're going to give you some of the basics. I know some people don't even know who is eligible to become a US citizen or who is eligible to apply for this green card lottery. I'll just give the very few basics and then I'll leave Jill just to give you what you really need to do so that you do your application. Okay, just the basic information is that the US gives 55,000 chances every year for people to become US citizens. So the one that is happening this year started in October 2nd and it's running through to 5th of November. So you have a chance right now of redeeming yourself and becoming a US citizen. You know, it's a superpower. It's a place where so many nice things are happening. It's a developed country. So just in case you have you're interested in becoming a US citizen, then you got your chance right now. So Jill will tell us
much more
about.
So remember, we did our research and that's the reason why we have these notebooks. So don't worry when we keep on popping our eyes on these notebooks.
Yeah, because we just want to be factual, you know.
Yes, we want to have our facts on point. Now remember, Cess has just mentioned that the green card lottery, remember this is a lottery. You can't be certain that you'll get it. It's just a lottery, like any other game that you play. So take this opportunity. Green card lottery will be ending on 5th of November. Remember, the application is free of charge. It will be leaving the link
to the right site because there's so many sites I know right now, and some of them will be requesting you to pay some amount of money or to give something. So the one that you're going to give is a legit one, and it's the one that you apply for free, so long as you have what it takes. And Jill will give us some of the basics that you need so that you make your application.
First and foremost, each and every person is eligible to apply. From for parents, if you have children below 21 years, you can apply for them, but above 21 years they can apply for themselves. And then secondly, you can be disqualified for not completing the entry form correctly or by submitting more than one entry. When you're making your application, kindly make only one application. If you do 2 applications, maybe you want to get the lottery maybe on time. Only one application. If you do 2, you'll be disqualified.
Yes.
And then the third thing, there is photo instructions that you have to follow when applying for the green card lottery. There's a specific photo type that they want, and each and every instruction is within that link that will give you. But maybe just within the basics of that photo, the photo should be clear. And it shouldn't have like okay, first of all, the photo should be clear in color, reproducing the right skin tone. If I'm dark like I am, I should just be dark, I shouldn't be white. And no filters. And then secondly, the basics, like some of the things that can obscure the photo, maybe like you having a spectacle, the
big earrings. You just need to be as simple as you. Both your ears should be seen. When you go for a professional passport photo, then you'll definitely be told that you just need, both your ears should be seen, which is very important. I think just for someone to confirm that you're a normal human being or something. Important. So you don't need big loops in your ears. You don't need to have a scary hairstyle or a big hairstyle that will really change your face. So you just need to be sure that you are having the most clear photo, showing who you are, the right color, and being so clear.
Maybe if you have a nail like I do have, you can always push your hair back like this so that both your ears can be able to sing. Remember, the small mistakes makes you disqualified because many people are applying for this lottery, and with 55,000 people being taken
worldwide, then it's quite a small number.
It's quite a small number. And then remember, the entry form, when you're filling, it has 2 parts. The first one is mandatory for you to fill in, and then the second one is for you, if you have kids or maybe dependents, a spouse that you want to, you can put them on the second form. And then maybe, like we told you, just giving you the basics.
What are some of the requirements?
Some of the requirements, like the quick facts. First of all, for you to be eligible, you must have a passport. Why have a passport? Because it will easen or even speeden your chances of getting that lottery.
And it should be a valid passport. Like even if you have the old passport, you know, Kenya right now there's the older and the old version of the passport, and then there's the new one. But they say that you are allowed to use it up to 2021. So if you still have the old version, so long as it's not expired, then you can still use that for the application process. Maybe later on now you need to get the current one. But so long as it is not expired, then you can still use your old passport to apply for the green card.
And maybe just a reminder at this stage, because it's you who is applying for that passport, your details will be needed in the passport. If your dependents, like your spouse or kids, doesn't have the passport, then after the application, you can fasten your process of maybe applying for the passport before the results are out. Remember, the results will be out by May next year.
That will be May 2020.
By May next year, by 5th of May to be precise, by 5th of May, the year 2020. Yeah. Another one, if you're not legally married and are living together with your spouse or your partner, do not feel as married because you don't have a marriage certificate.
Yeah, because that is what they would really look at to be sure that you are married. There must be a supporting document. So if you are not legally married, if you don't have a certificate, then even if you're living with your spouse, you'll have to feel as single, because they will need a supporting document to confirm if you're married or not. And that also goes if you are divorced, or if you're separated. If it is not legal that you are divorced, then just write married if you still have the marriage certificate. The rest will be sorted.
Certificate to back up.
What you were stating. If it is divorced, it is finalized, then there's a backup for it. If you just separated and you have not done, or you have not gone through the divorce process, then it means that you are still married, and the only certificate you have is the marriage certificate. So you just have to feel as married.
And then another thing I was forgetting, when you're filling in the form, if you have your passport, kindly put all the details as they appear in your passport. Your full names as they appear in your passport, your date of birth as they appear in your passport. Because remember, many people are applying for this lottery. So the US, I don't know, they're called contingents, or those people who do
let's just be sure of the government. Because it's a government thing. So let's be sure about that.
And then there's another thing. If you're registering all your children under 21, then you can start hustling for their birth certificates and passports that we mentioned. And remember, passport is mandatory. And I think those are the quick facts that we had about the green card lottery.
Why are you not applying? You don't want to be a US citizen.
Okay, first of all, it's my wish. That's why even we're telling them. So you guys, if you win this lottery, you can invite us over to the US. You know?
Why are you not applying?
I wish to apply, but right now there are some projects I'm doing in Kenya. So if I leave, they'll stall. But it's my wish, because number one, US is a very fast-growing country.
There's so many advantages living in the US. Of course, there are the other sides of it. Because it's a 24-hour economy, so definitely going there is hard work. And going there when you do not have a job in the first place, when you do not have it is a hassle. So you leaving this country to go into another country that is so hardworking, then you must be so sure that you're going there to make a life for yourself. So I'm not applying yet. Maybe one day I will be interested, or maybe my younger self would have been interested. And then I didn't have so much information about how to apply, and I'm just sitting here thinking, why did I apply for it? Right now I know it will be complicated.
Maybe I can say the reason why I'm not applying, because I came to realize about green card lottery late. If I could have, if somebody could have told me before about green card, before I got married or started the project that I'm doing right now, I could have applied. But here's a situation whereby we're bringing this to your doorstep. We're encouraging you, apply for the green card, and then remember, going even to the US is quite a task.
And that's what I'm saying. People should not just think that going to the US means that you have succeeded in your life. Like, you would have succeeded in other ways, that you will be better than us in other ways, but at the same time it is hard work, and it's a lot of hard work. You might go there and end up just messing your life. Because the fact that there's a lot of freedom and you can do your things, if you're not well organized as a person, then it is not a ticket to good life just you flying into the US. But I guarantee you that development wise, if you're somebody who is very fast, if you're somebody who is intelligent, then it is a place that will really help you grow as a person, grow your
family.
So it's a good thing for me. It is a good thing. I'm not
Yeah.
just in a good place to apply, because one thing, and it's a lot of things. I would want to go with my spouse, with my kid, and all those papers. I think I should just do something with myself here first.
Yes.
Then later on, I can be able to apply to the US. So
Then take this opportunity. Let no one cheat you. I've heard of people saying that applying for the green card lottery, you have to pay like 8,000 per application. I'm like, the only fee you need to apply or you need to pay is the Cyberman if you're applying it in the cyber. But for us, we're going to give you this link. You can apply it on your smartphone. If you have your laptop, you can apply it. It's free of
But
charge.
I think when it comes to payment also, there are people, there are people who've been to the US. There are people who've gone through the green card lottery and they have succeeded.
Yeah.
So maybe if you know somebody who has done it and is volunteering to help you, maybe you'd ask for a fee. Now that is at a personal level. The only fee you are saying you're not paying is that the US government does not need you to pay to be a citizen there. So if you have to pay on middlemen, if you have to pay somebody to process you or whatever, I don't know, that will now depend on you and the person you are involving. But the government does not require you to pay any amount of money. Your papers you must have your papers right. Your birth certificate, you must have because you use your birth certificate to get your passport.
Yeah.
So the date of birth and the date of birth that is on your birth certificate and that of the passport correspond, and that also applies to the ID. But the main documents is your birth certificate that you're going to use to get your passport. So just ensure that the slightest of mistakes, the spellings of your name, the date of birth, date, day, month should just be the same, so that you're not disqualified for those slight mistakes.
I think that's it, guys. I think those are the basic things that you needed to tell you about the green card lottery. Come May next year, kindly let us know on the comment section. Come back to this video and tell us whether you were successful to get the lottery. Remember, it's a 50-50 kind of thing. It's not mandatory that you'll win it, but
who knows, you could be among them. So use the link that you have provided below. It will give you all the full details. Use the details that is on that site, please. Don't really use what you have said so much more than what is written on that site. There are things that maybe we have not covered. There are things that maybe we did not say correctly. But that is the reason why we have given you that link, so that you may be able to get exactly what is required. Success, guys.
Thanks a lot, and kindly share this video even with your WhatsApp groups. I know many people have WhatsApp groups. Kindly share it out. Maybe there are people who would want to go to the US, but they don't have any idea that the green card lottery is on. And I think that's it for today, and kindly subscribe if you haven't, and goodbye.